Hey guys, these are just now showing up at my Walmart, but not this style. Before the new Ninja Strike figure started showing up at my Walmart, this showed up at my Ross for $5.99. Now, if it's the same one as on the shelves at Walmart, I think they're like $11.99 there. It is the Joker, and I'm pretty sure that he is taller than 4 inches. I heard that they went to like 5 or 6 inches. So here's some information. I did see Gorilla Grodd. He's pretty big, and he would work with 4-inch figures. The 12-inch of him is kind of tempting now that I'm working with 12-inch figures again, although I don't like how their plastic's hollow and they just have too much hollowness, like very brittle plastic to them. This is a really weird, I don't know when they've decided to put this out or where they decided to put this out. I don't know why they went with the box. So let me know in the comments if this is supposed to be sold at certain places, maybe a giveaway. I don't know. I don't know what this is about. But for $5.99, I figured, hey, I could try it. All right. Be ready to feast your eyes on what's inside. Okay, so we got an empty box, and on the inside we have a bag. It feels like a giant kid's toy from like McDonald's or something. Except it's almost like a sandwich because we got taped over and everything. So was this their attempt to try to go plastic free? They were going to do that route, and then Hasbro said, no, we ain't going to do it. And they said, all right, we ain't going to do it either. Okay, so he's got out of the package, no ties to hold him down. Oh, he's got a special feature, which I personally do not like. All right, so we got a sword. The sword's painted at least 3 colors I could see. Well, it's painted to have 3 colors. I don't know what color it's major. I'm guessing it's silver, because it's really crisp lines. Paint usually doesn't, it kind of dulls the lines with some, blobbiness. There is a more violet color and a more plum color on this. His Joker card fan, which is kind of neat. So it's fully spread out, and then this is its compactness. I wish it was like in a perfect, you could fold out. Do you see that? There's green paint flaking off of it already. Eek, that's bad. All right, so I don't see where the green paint, I know these are painted green and this is painted green, but I don't see where there's anything flaking. All right, so we got on the fan, we got Joker's face, like their cards, and then we got the points, so you can use it as a weapon. I was hoping it could be like a shield or a throwing star. All right, here is the Joker. Let's take a look at that face. Very different from normal. We got the pastiness, but his ponytail is really different. The connection's really, really different. It's got a ball joint on the head. All right, we got, it feels like a softer type plastic right there. This is definitely soft. It's very rubbery, hard plastic, pliable. This is painted, and this is the regular color it looks like. It connects all the way to the back, and he's got some swing out legs like those Aikido figures. I'm trying to see if this comes off, but I think this is glued together. So the butt's got some bolts in it, so he's got butt bolts. The armor's got some pretty good cybernetic looking going on to it. So it's not just like Ninja Strike, it's like Ninja Strike tech. So I do like the designs, but I don't like, I know what it's going to do. Which is weird because there's no really instructions inside. Oh, so it does show on the side what to do. But it doesn't have that 1,000 different languages things on the inside. That's good. So you got, I feel like I'm working out. You got your workout equipment here. All right, let me switch hands. All right, I'm working out today. All right, so the legs, obviously, you would think, hey, maybe they'll bend. No, they don't. Because you gotta remember, his butt has got one purpose and one purpose only. It's, the right leg appears to be the leg. Let's see if the left leg does anything, because it's got a bolt in it. It's stationary. It's really the right leg you're bending. All right, so this is clearly painted. the black's the natural color, it seems like, because you can see where this messiness is with the purple, the more plum color. So he's got kind of a violet purple and a plum purple. And then the green right there, and then the orange flower. All right, on the picture it shows that this is in his left hand, his sword, his katana, or whatever you want to call this thing. And I'd notice right off the bat that white paint, man, there's something wrong with their painting right now. So where's this from? Because I'm beginning to think they don't have a good factory over there, because all this paint's chipping off and coming off real easy. This is made in Vietnam. So, yeah, look at the white paint is rubbing off onto the blade, onto the hilt. All right, so here we go. Let's see how much chipping comes off. They're two painted things that are going together here. And, all right, so that's interesting. His hand actually, so it's got articulation here, but so his head faces wherever you want it to. Okay, so that's interesting. So kind of stays put. All right, so for articulation, avoiding, with the whole puppetry gimmick, we still have an armpit that goes up to here. It does not do any articulation here. It appears it does, but it doesn't. The elbow has got the full articulation range that you would expect. There's no wrist articulation. Over here, the armpit goes up and down, but there's no forward and backward motion, so there's no rotation at the shoulder. This has a limited articulation. That elbow is really, really low. So if I pull it out straight, I can go around a full 360, but his bicep swivel is limited to about 180 degrees of range. The hand looks like it's articulated. Let me see. It's not. You can tell it's white painted on the plum, or yeah, I think it's hard to tell. I think the black's the color, because otherwise they wouldn't have painted on the inside there. I think all of this is painted over black. Weird. Which is weird that they would not paint. They would paint that much of this, because it shouldn't be going up that far. This should have been black right there. So should this. With the way it's purple on the inside, this is the natural color, and it's painted black on it. I guess they just, okay, yeah, you could tell that this is naturally plum with black painted over it. Oh, so that's why they were cheapening out the black. They weren't over exuberant with the purple. And I think the black is painted onto the plum here as well. And these are, of course, molded in that color. The face appears to be molded in white, because you can tell, because they don't usually paint under the skin, under the neck. Well, so that's some interesting things. So let's see it. Let's see him in full action. I wonder why his right hand's not doing too much. Do I have to have it out already or something? Hold on, let me see. So it looks like his main weapon is his fan. Unless you switch hands, obviously. Alright, well, let me show you him beside of a 4-inch figure, so you'll get an idea of the scale. Yeah, he is definitely more the 5 to 6 inch scale. I would say 5.5 to 6 inch scale, because this is a 4-inch figure. I didn't bring a roller out here. I just I wasn't going to review him at all, but I've been really itching to see what's inside this box. I've had it for over a week now. All right, well, he's interesting looking. Not much to him, but then again, I'm getting to the age where I don't care about articulation like I used to. I used to be like, oh, articulation's king, but that's why I'm moving away from Marvel Legends into the more older, less articulated figures, just because I like them better. It's just that old man in me. All right, let's see. I couldn't see the little numbers of what time we're on here, so I bid you adieu, and I hope you guys find this if you're looking for it. I'm not planning like any other ones, so if you're looking for my channel to find any of these other ones, I'm not planning to. If I may end up getting the 12 version of him just because he looks so cool, All right, well, thanks for watching. Have a great day. Comment below.